More of a interesting video today, guys. It's going to consist of me talking in front of a whiteboard, which I never thought I'd do. I thought that was just a thing teachers did, but I guess I'm going to do it now too. And I'm going to kind of go over everything around the 5-3-1 method and how it got me to a 225 bench, 455 squat, 4 something deadlift. I didn't track deadlift that much, but you get the point. And it got me from point A to point B hella freaking fast. And it's kind of just everything I want to go over today, right? So basically, it's going to consist of a lot of different things, and this is the exact thing I kind of introduce to my clients as kind of a skeleton for what you want to do and what you want to build. And there's so much more to all of it, but I'm just going to kind of break it down as quick as I can, hopefully under 10 minutes here. So basically, what is 5-3-1, right? 5-3-1 was originally invented, or the concept of it was by, I believe it was Jim Wendler. He was mainly a big strength guy, right? But I've done it, so I've adapted it so you can hit accessories and also power build. So if you're into power building, being strong while also looking strong, this program is literally perfect for you, bro. Like, this will get you from point A to point B hella fast in like, I don't know, bro, like you could, in a year, you could be a completely different human being, bro, if you do a few things right. And that's kind of just what this is going to consist of, right? Very easy, very explanatory stuff. But what it actually consists of, when you think about numbers and stuff you got to look at, is percentages, right? Percentages are a big part of it because you have to know your max so you can get percentages of it for you to rep, right? Maxes, you need to know those maxes, right? Sorry for my bad handwriting. I don't write and I usually write in cursive, so it's usually a bit different. But we break PRs. That's what this is going to consist of. Breaking PRs literally every month. We're going to be breaking insane PRs. Probably every freaking week if you're doing it right. It's going to consist of 4-week blocks, right? These blocks are insane and very important for your growth as an individual and in fitness, man, because you can get insanely big and get insane results. Just takes a little bit of time, and about 4 weeks is going to be about a block, and then you kind of repeat it, but we'll get into that. So week 1, what exactly does all the numbers mean under these weeks, right? They're all percentages, right? So first we start off day 1, right? We'll do day 1. We're going to put a D. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. You see why I didn't go to college and become a teacher, right? But your day 1, we're going to put that right here. D1 is going to be your military press, right? Military press. That can be incline military, or it can be any upward press, right? It's all about progression, so it needs to hit this muscle group right here, your shoulders and your upper chest area. So for me, I do military press with dumbbells. You can do basically anything you want, but that's what I do. I do not like that there. I'm going to move that. Hold on. Day 1, right here, is going to be military press, right? Military press. Military P, right? That's what I'm going to do. I don't want to go crazy into it. I should have wrote that down before. But military press, that's going to be day 1. Okay? Very easy, very easy. Your day 1 of all this. We'll get into the percentages a bit more, but that's your day 1. So you're going to be working out 4 days a week with this program. Your day 1 is military press. Day 2. Your day 2 is going to be deadlift. Okay? So it's mainly based off of strength training. So you don't have to do these lifts. You can substitute them for literally anything. But your day 2, I'd recommend deadlift or a similar exercise. Like, you could do RDLs, would be a very good progression one, and very good for hypertrophy. It's made to be flexible, right? It's all about just making sure you're hitting the right muscles. And your day 3, right? You're going to have a gap day, and then day 3. That's going to be bench press, everybody's favorite, okay? And then your day 4 is squat. So if you can, holy crap, my handwriting is horrible. Maybe the whiteboard format is not it. But basically, day 1 military press, day 2 deadlift, day 3 bench, day 4 squat. Right in the middle here, day 2 and day 3, you're gonna want to have a 1 day gap. Right, that's gonna be a rest day. So it goes Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, Friday. Basically, very easy. 4 days a week. You can go to the gym and literally work out for 30 minutes to 45 minutes and still get insane results. Right. And now week 1, 65, 75, 85. These are all percentages, right? You're going to want your max for military press. Find out what that is, whether you estimate it or whether you find it out yourself. If you don't know how to military press, don't max out on it. You want to practice it. But for me, say mine is 75s each arm, and that's my max. And that's going to be, we're going to do 150 as the total. 65% of that is going to be around about 65%. What the hell? It's gonna be like 50 pounds, somewhere in there, dude. I don't know. I'm not a math guy. But it's gonna be around 50 pounds. Then you're gonna take 75% of that and then 85% of that. All of these, you're gonna do 5 reps, okay, at each percentage. 65%, 5 reps. 75%, 5 reps. And 85%, 5 reps, okay? Very straightforward, very simple. Now, the key where growth really happens is right on this last one. Last one. That is going to be all of your, like, you're going to go RPE 10 on this, okay? Unless you're injured, then chill out. But you don't necessarily have to, but you want to push more than 5, right? So it's basically 5 or more reps, okay? That's week 1. It's going to consist of 5s. Okay, remember that, okay? And then that's the first part of 5, 3, 1. Now, your next week, right? Week 2, when you've done all of these, 5 reps for those sets, right? So it's basically 3 sets with some warm-up. But your week 2 is going to be 70, 80, and 90%, okay? Very straightforward. You're doing the same format, but instead of 5 reps, 3, okay? 3 reps, 70, 80, 90. Now 90, 3 or more. 90%, you're getting close to your max. You're getting that heavier weight, and your body's getting used to it. And it's going to help a lot with strength gain and getting you to move that heavier weight, okay? And you're going to do the same thing. That's week 2, all that, okay? 70, 80, 90 of military press day 1, deadlift day 2, bench day 3, squat day 4. So not super complicated. And now this is where it gets a teeny bit confusing, but 75, 85, and 95%. It's not going to be 5 or 3s. It's going to be both, okay? You're going to be doing 5 reps of 75%, 3 reps of 85%, and 1 rep of 95%. Now your 1 is going to be 1 or more. So 1 plus. Okay, that's what we'll do. And that's where when you get to 95, you're going to do some heavy weight. Like for me, there were times when I was, say my max was 455. I was getting up to like 435, dude. And I'd be like, okay, 1 or more reps. And sometimes I'd knock out freaking 5. Bro, like, it's actually nuts what you can do. So, when you do 3 weeks of this very hard, very just difficult work, right? It takes freaking time. But your body's going to be tired. It's going to want to take a break. And that's why week 4 is your deload week, right? It's going to be 40, 50, and 60%, all consisting of 5 reps. On your deloads, you're going to want higher reps to make sure you're remembering the form, everything's going good, all that stuff. And then you're big and chilling, right? So boom, you got 4 weeks of solid progress. Now, of course, you're going to want to find your maxes of this. So like 150 for your military press, right? You're gonna have maybe a 405 deadlift, 405, and like a 250 bench. And then for squat, you're gonna have like a, let's say a 405 as well, because you're kind of lacking. But very standard, very straightforward, very easy to follow. Most people do incline press, so like an incline bench you can definitely do. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're hitting those muscles, that's what matters. But your progression, right, I wrote down question mark so I don't forget, because I'm a very forgetful guy. Progression, as you go on, you finish your first 4 weeks. Now we're going on to month 2, which this was month 1. It's going to be the same exact format, but to all of these maxes for your month 2, you're going to add 5 pounds to each. right? Add 5 pounds. This is where progressive overload comes in and plays like a key in this, bro. Um, and if you're feeling really good about a lift, you can always add 10 to it. You can add 5 to 10. Don't go more than that because you feel like being strong. But yeah, that's what you're gonna want to add. And I recommend if you're just starting this program, um, don't start crazy. Start below it. Start about 90% of all your maxes. So say these are all your actual maxes, right? That's your bare bones, what you can get. Take 90% of all of that and start at that, okay? And then build into the program, right? You're gonna be lifting very easy weight for you at first, but when you get to the or more part, right? So like 5 or more reps of this, 3 or more, 1 or more, that's where it's gonna get a bit more difficult. And just be humble, bro. Part of getting results is you have to be humble and you have to be patient. But also, for your accessories, this isn't just military press, deadlift, bench, and squat. There's accessories you have to do too, which is why I love this program. You can make it oriented towards strength or oriented towards hypertrophy. And that's where you can literally do whatever you want. After you finish these core sets, go into whatever workouts you want to do, man. Just make sure they are in the same muscle group as the main one you're doing right here, right? So deadlift, back and hamstrings, and biceps too. Military press, chest, triceps, bench, chest, triceps, squat, glutes, I don't know, gluteus maximus, all the freaking leg muscles, I don't know. But you can do whatever you want. You can just do the bare minimum if you really wanted to and had 0 time and still make solid progress. Now eating really depends on you. If you are in a bulk, this is perfect for you. If you're in a cut, it's a little different. You're probably gonna stay more at the same weight. You're not gonna go up by 5, 10 pounds every month. It's gonna be a little slower than that. If you're a newbie to lifting, you definitely could. But yeah, there's plenty of ways I can explain it. But that's 5-3-1. This is the method I use to get me up there, and it could get you up there too. All right. And if you guys have any more questions, you want to go into more specifics, because this is a very skeleton version of what you need to know to get from point A to point B. Because eating is a very big factor. But that's pretty much all of it, bro. I hope you guys got some value out of this. If you want to book a call with me or check out some, I'll link down below. Currently got a discount running. Not sure if it's still going to be around when you watch this video, but book a call. See if it's for you, bro.